A beautiful aerial look of downtown Minneapolis and Target Field. The A's and the Twins are coming up next. Outdoor baseball now from the Warehouse District and Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Oakland A's and the Minnesota Twins. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's focus first on the two starters that get the ball here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Oakland A's. As 2012 AL Manager of the Year Bob Melvin aligns his guys this way. They'll match up against the American League's Cy Young Award winner for 2012, the hard-throwing left-hander David Price. Amaya will head for the boxes. We are just about ready to get things going today.
Leading off the afternoon for Oakland, second baseman, number 14.
And our first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one, and we're underway in Minneapolis. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Forecast high calls for 80 degrees, but we're at 76 here at opening pitch. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. There to take it is Cruz, and that's the first out. So a good start to the first for Price, and with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Sam Fuld will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this ball will be chopped foul. Fastball that's popped up now towards short right field. Pujols ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. When he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. He had no chance of that working out well for him.
Thomas Hawk will have his first opportunity now, as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
He's going to want to keep that pitch down a little more. Day game, ball will be jumping, so you've got to keep that ball in the park today.
2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he goes the other way with a fastball. He drives it out to deep right center field. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, you know, it's never too late to get a first-inning rally started. This one's going to find the gap for 2 bases, so now at least to give your cleanup guy a shot to maybe drive in that first run of the game.
Billy Butler will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
Now a spin and a throwback to second. Don't want to forget about it. One 0 on the way. In the air to straightaway center field. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Starting lineup for the Twins looks like this. Set to face these guys. There you see the numbers for the hard-throwing right-hander Jared Parker. Defensively, Oakland will line up like this behind him. Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And a rather easy first out.
Yeah, probably not an ideal at-bat from your leadoff hitter here in the first. You'd like him to stretch that count a little, try and work his way on base. Instead, he rolls over on the first pitch, and he's gone before you know it.
Mike Trout will stand in. He took home a Silver Slugger Award for American League outfielders a year ago. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And he gets under this one and lifts a high pop-up, drifting out towards second base. And there's out number 2.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
Albert Pujols will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Here comes a 1-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to Butler takes care of him, and that retires the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We've played an inning. No score. Avisail Garcia will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit. So with the leadoff man on base, time to reach back into the feverish days of the 1980s where video game baseball meant using your joystick to control three men on a black screen. It's today's version of this date in baseball history. Josh Phegley will be the batter. Now the first pitch here from Price, and a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike three. So a runner on first with one out now, and set to stand in the still very imposing figure of the three-time MVP, Alex Rodriguez. Now here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but did he hold up in time? No, he went around, says Earl Hendricks. It's strike one. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
And that works almost like a pitch out there, just in case he's thinking about it.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And this is fouled straight back. Another try at 2-2. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. On the ground down the first base line, Escobar. Over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Miguel Cabrera will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Now here's the first pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Line hard into left, and a base hit, so the Twins are into the hit column for the first time.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Jose Bautista will stand in, the starting right fielder on last year's American League All-Star squad. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Give him the green light.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number one.
Nelson Cruz will dig in here. Lays off 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A look at Cabrera, now the pitch. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate. Oh,
and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
and they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Line hard, deep into left. Murphy is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in a former batting champion catcher, Joe Mauer. Fouled straight back. Ball 1. Fouled back. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Here comes a 2-2. A swing from Mauer as he pulls this on the ground out to second. Throw on to Butler is in time, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota. We'll move to the third with no score. Marcus Semien is ready to go here as we begin the third.
For the Athletics, the designated hitter, Marcus Semien.
Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And a base hit now, as that's how the third inning gets underway.
After winning the division title a year ago, these guys have been off to a real slow start this time around. Getting the leadoff guy on base, though, that's a step in the right direction. Now they have to make it pay off.
David Murphy will get his first opportunity now, and you can see that average pushing up near 350 to start things out. Now the first pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. A runner at first with no outs here. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Price comes home to 2-0, and he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Amaya waits on deck. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. To second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. So he gets the ball rolling as they pull off the nice 3-6-1 double play.
Amaya will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. First pitch coming. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Now a big swing here as he gives this one a good ride. High and deep out to left field. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall. And with that, the side is retired. Nothing doing there for the A's. Home half of the third coming up. Alcides Escobar makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Alcides Escobar.
First pitch coming. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Go, Gwen!
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. At third is A-Rod. And a throw onto first by A-Rod is in time, 1 away.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit. And all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Leadoff man gone, and that'll bring in the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. First offering on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, anybody hungry out there? Food right here, say hi.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Come on.
Now a slider is lined toward the gap in left center, and that's going to be down for extra bases. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box cam. You can see the 2 outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
Jose Altuve will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. For Donaldson, that's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Murphy is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Twins, center fielder, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout will dig in. He popped out his first time. Here's the first offering. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Here comes the 1-2. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Sam Fuld will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Center fielder, Sam Fuld.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And now we'll try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Man, he could flat out fly.
Now
I mean,
batting.
once this thing got down, you figured
Thomas.
if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Thomas Hawk will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. From the stretch. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Take it off. Let's get 2.
Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. There to take it is Trout, and that's out number 1. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Billy Butler will try it again. He flew out his first time. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Trout is there, 2 gone.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder,
Avisail Garcia will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Oh, I'm feeling good about this one.
Now a fastball, a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Go back to Oakland.
Spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Close to the bag, it's second there, now the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selected now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And Bautista will make the catch to retire the side. The A's strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Albert Pujols will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
First baseman, Albert Pujols.
Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Murphy arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Yeah, and I think he thought he got that one pretty good. That looked like it might turn into extra bases, but that's a nice job to close quickly and run it down in the alley.
So one away, and that'll bring in Miguel Cabrera. Grounded foul wide of first. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. On the ground toward Butler, but foul wide of first. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Now Cabrera swings and misses on a good pitch that time as he's rung up for out number 2.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location, but he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Jose Bautista will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. Fuld will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Josh Phegley will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Catcher, Josh Phegley.
Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike 1. Fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of the way that time.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
And the fastball is lined into right field for a leadoff single.
And let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Alex Rodriguez will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it. It's 2-0. And this is going to be a foul ball. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Now another 2-2. Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. There to take it is Cruz, and that's the first out.
Well, we're still looking for that first run of the ball game. Thought for a second this might be it, but it just didn't have enough steam behind it.
Marcus Semien will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Instant out. Guaranteed.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
And you'd think that a play like this and a swing like this should almost always result in an out. But here, he's just a little slow reacting behind the plate, and that is a speedy guy getting down the line. So the throw winds up just too late to get him out at first.
David Murphy will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Double play!
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner back easily. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. And this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Amaya will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Come on, Twins.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
You can do it, Twins. Yeah.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And, oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
And with the bases loaded, some guys aren't always in a hurry to get out of the way of those close pitches inside. That could have been a run.
And there's ball 2 now. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
And that last pitch from Price was number 73 in the ballgame. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
The 2-2 coming now from Price. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
And one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch, because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Sam Fuld will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Let's do it, Twins.
Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators, foul. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Now Price is 1-2. Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there. 2-2 regardless.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
This is hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. A's threaten, but leave them loaded. Halfway home, still no score. Nelson Cruz will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Left fielder, Nelson Cruz.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And that is over the wall. Home run. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
The catcher, number 7.
Joe Mauer will dig in now, the starting catcher on last season's AL All-Star team. Now the first pitch. Grounded, foul. And he misses with it, 1-1. No outs, nobody on. Here's the 1-1. Now Parker's pitch is hit sharply back up the middle, and it'll continue on that way into center field for a base hit.
Oh, that's a great job right there of just taking this ball and banging it right back up the middle. You know, there were only 13 full-time guys last year that hit over 300 in the American League, and this guy was one of them. And he's on base right there with a solid single.
Alcides Escobar will stand in. He grounded out his first time. There goes the runner. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he got him at second on a perfect throw.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And this is hit sharply, but it'll be a foul ball past A-Rod at third. Swing and a line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Josh Donaldson will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. A little bit outside, 2-1. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Full count, 3-2.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. swing and a rocket to third. But there to spirit at third is A-Rod. Tough break, and the inning is over. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 1-0 Minnesota. Thomas Hawk will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Thomas Hawk.
Now the first pitch here from Price. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Terrible call out.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Well, there's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Billy Butler will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. First pitch on the way. A ball hit hard to the left side, and that's in there, base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Avisail Garcia will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Runners on first with 1 down. Price ready with the 0-1. And this is low, but nice footwork back there by Mauer as he hangs on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Runners on the move for second. And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Josh Phegley.
Josh Phegley will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. First pitch coming. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Water. Get the water here.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Now a ground ball towards the hole. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 1-0. Jose Altuve will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Jose Altuve.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Well, with this guy, a walk is definitely as good as a hit, so that's probably why he's taken 3-1.
No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. And this will be fouled away. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Definitely not a guy you wanted to lose there. Now, you got something else to worry about besides your command.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to motion for the bullpen. That's going to do it for Jared Parker. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Dan Otero will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Dan Otero.
Mike Trout will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. A runner at first with no outs here. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. He's set, now the pitch. Full count now, 3-2. The big bat of Albert Pujols is due up next. And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Back-to-back walks now by two different pitchers. The last one knocked the other pitcher out of the game. We'll see how forgiving their manager wants to be about this one.
Albert Pujols will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
That's the pitch that's so hard to lay off. It looks pretty good coming in, but he breaks off his swing just in time.
Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Well, any thought he might have had about getting a double play went out the window when he kicks this thing. But at least credit him for being able to compose himself in time to get the out at first.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. And Cabrera's not going to get a chance to swing it here if they'll just give him first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Jose Bautista will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And here's the first pitch. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
Swinging on 2-0, and it's chopped foul at the plate. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Here's the full count offering. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Fouled straight back. And a double play ball here for A-Rod. There's one, but they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Well, I'm a little surprised that he wouldn't come home with this ball. That's always going to be a tough turn at second for the double play, and you know you're only going to get one, so why not take the lead runner at home to save yourself a run?
Nelson Cruz will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And he misses inside with that one, ball one.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. Even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw.
Taking a little bit of a risk there. You'd hate to see him make the final out at second, especially when you've already got a runner on third, but he gets a great jump here, and now a two-out single will drive home two instead of just one.
And this ball will be chopped foul. And this is grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Again, a 1-2. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Ball two.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. Started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3 and 2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
And this one misses here. Close pitch on 3 and 2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Joe Mauer will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike one.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Here's the 2-2 home. Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. Throw to Butler takes care of him, and that retires the side. Twins forced to settle for 1. We're through 6 full. Twins are out in front, 2-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Alex Rodriguez will start things off as they look to do something here to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
And they've seen some opportunities come and go. They do have 7 hits, so it's not like they haven't had base runners. They just haven't been able to bring those guys in.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it. It's 2-0.
Well, that's the importance of having veterans on your ball club. You know, a young guy might have swung at both of those first 2 pitches.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Marcus Semien will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A check on A-Rod. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And that's going to be all this afternoon for David Price. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Tim Stauffer is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Tim Stauffer.
David Murphy will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Take it off. Let's go.
Infield a double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now he squares and drops down a good one. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
You might have thought for a split second there that he was going to go after the lead runner over at third base. But instead, he stops and decides not to risk it and takes that sure out at first.
Amaya will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
All right, you're down 2 here. You've got the tying runs in scoring position with 1 out. This has to be a productive at-bat. Even if you don't reach base, you've got to get that guy in from third.
Here's the 1-0. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
Sam Fuld will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there, a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called, so they're able to work out of danger here as the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep them out of danger. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ryan Cook is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Ryan Cook.
Alcides Escobar will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
The shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Chopper, foul. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Josh Donaldson will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Just overmatched him there.
And this is swung on and pretty well hit. Out to deep left center field. And that ball is out of here. It's a solo shot off the bat of Josh Donaldson as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
This is just your classic fastball up over the heart of the plate. I don't even have to do a whole lot of analysis on this one. If you put that pitch there to this guy, he's going to take it over the wall. Simple as that.
Eric O'Flaherty will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th. Jose Altuve will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
1 out, nobody on. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
Slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out.
Now batting, center fielder, Mike.
Mike Trout will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And this is fouled back and out of play. And there's ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
And this is fouled straight back. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
A runner on first with 2 away. 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Now here's the ball hit high and deep out to left center field. Murphy is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. Darren O'Day will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Darren O'Day.
Thomas Hawk will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Leading off for Oakland, shortstop, Thomas Hawk.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Not a bad idea when you're facing a guy with a funky delivery like his. You go up there taking a pitch, get yourself a better idea of the release point that he's showing you and how to time that delivery a little bit better.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And some trouble now in right field. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Boy, a real good effort that time out there in right field. I thought he had a good shot of getting there, but you see the leap comes up just a little short, and that's going to allow this guy to make it up to second here with a double.
Billy Butler will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Avisail Garcia will stand in, but with the tying run still in the on-deck circle, he needs to get on base somehow. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Now a bullet foul as the third base coach had to give it the old Olay that time. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. In the air to right center. Trout arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
These are the types of balls where you worry about collisions out there. This ball's hit fairly sharply, almost exactly between the two outfielders, but this should always be the center fielder's ball if he can get to it. So he calls for it and he puts it away.
Josh Phegley will take his cuts now.
Let's go, guys. He swings at anything. Throw it anywhere.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Maybe the luck of the Irish there. I think that's a ball.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. The A's strand 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Tyler Clippard will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Tyler Clippard.
Miguel Cabrera will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Well, they let him go there, but he missed it for strike 1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Wait for the pitch.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Boy, he hasn't thrown him a strike yet, and yet the count's 3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, a hard hit ball that'll be caught over there at first. Well, he got a lot of that ball, but nothing to show for it to start the home 8th.
Yeah, and late in a close game like this, that would have been a good leadoff base runner to have. And he definitely hits this ball hard. It's just pretty much right at the glove.
Jose Bautista will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. Now here's the first pitch. And he offers at the circle change and misses 0-1.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Let's get something started here.
The 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
I smell another changeup coming here before too long.
Could even be right here.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, it's been a long afternoon for this guy. A couple of strikeouts to go along with that 0 for 4, but you know there's going to be better days ahead for this guy because he can play.
Nelson Cruz will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And that misses 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside and low, 3-0.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
31.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Hit your pitch, man.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as the Twins are looking good here, up 4-0.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Joe Mauer will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Number 7, Joe Mauer.
And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike.
Go ball. 1 strike.
And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Oh, and he throws right over the head of Butler. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
Fernando Abad will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8. Alcides Escobar will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. And a ball, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there.
Come on.
Line hard into left. Murphy is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for Oakland, and the Twins have taken a 4-0 lead. Dylan Betances is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
68, Dylan.
Alex Rodriguez will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Hey, Rod. Hey, Rod.
Here we go with inning number 9, as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And he just gets a piece there, as this is chopped foul. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
You don't need to be a lip reader or an expert in body language to know that he was not thrilled with that call. You know, just about every umpire has a different interpretation of what a high strike should be, but none of them like it when guys carry on like this. You got to be careful.
Marcus Semien will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base, as they're down to their final 2 outs. First pitch to him. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Water here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Upstairs with it yet again. It's 2-0 now.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
2-0 count, the pitch. And here's a pitch in the dirt, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-0 now. David Murphy waits on deck. That one's in there, 3-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And that's low, ball 4.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
David Murphy will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time. Goes the other way with a curveball here, and he got a lot of it out to deep left. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Amaya is the last chance now with 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. The win would belong to David Price if the lead holds up. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first here is going to do it, and the Twins have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And the Twins' efforts in our game this afternoon were spearheaded by the play of this man, Nelson Cruz. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 4-0. So long from Minneapolis.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Twins. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Athletics, no runs, 9 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. The winning pitcher is David Price. His record is now 2-0. The loss goes to Jared Parker. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field on 3rd Avenue.